I'm Nora Olsen, University of Idaho. I'm a professor as well as a potato specialist.
Specialist in?
In all things potatoes.
Okay.
No, actually, my job is to deal with anything that has to do with production as well as storage for potatoes in the state of Idaho. We also have other extension potato specialists located that can handle some of the other questions that arise, but I definitely have to really kind of respond or deal with a lot of different issues related to potatoes. I think that how really initiated was going to graduate school. And I attended Washington State University, wanted to go into plant sciences there. And at about that same time, my brother started growing potatoes. And so it was just kind of a segue or a coincidence. I don't know what it was, but we were able to kind of almost tailor our careers the same path. So he was becoming a potato grower. I was able to work with Larry Hiller and Bob Thornton, Loretta McKitzel at that time, and also Bill Pan, and look at calcium fertility on potatoes. And so it was very interesting. I was intrigued right away working with potatoes. One was just the support, camaraderie, the colleagues that you have, and just the impact that you have on the Pacific Northwest and also the nation at that time too, and the world. Then I went on and worked on my PhD and worked on other aspects of potato physiology and storage and things like that. And so you really do take a lot of different plant science courses, a lot of physiology courses, a lot of botany, biology related aspects of it, just to really kind of get the good science foundation, but to be able to then have it understand applied questions. And that's where really your mentors come into place, and being able to have you understand what's going on in agriculture and how does that then relate to your coursework that you're taking. My job here as an extension potato specialist deals a lot with responding to questions, responding to issues that are of concern to the industry right now. And so we have to be very reactionary. There may be a problem in a field. You need to be able to respond, to be able to look at samples and really kind of do some detective work and figure out what's going on. You also sometimes just need to provide information, educational background knowledge, what is happening in this situation and what can they do about it either right then or in the future. So really there is a lot of educational and a lot of communication involved in this current job. But then we also tie that or correspond it with research that we're doing. So we may see a lot of these issues that are occurring out in the industry or things that we may see happen in the future. And we want to be responsive with good, unbiased, sound science. And that's where we bring it into the laboratory, bring it into the storage facility or our field research, just to make sure that we can respond to those questions. Go ahead and contact people in the area that you may be interested in. Have them go kind of shadow them, see what they do, go in and look to what might be of interest to them, and then start to take some of those coursework or classwork in at your college and see what you like about plant science. What I love about potatoes is that it's a fascinating crop. I mean, scientifically speaking, you have this balance of between the foliage and the crop that you're growing, the source-sink relationship that you're constantly trying to find the right balance for. There's so many pests or problems, disorders that can cause problems. And so it's really a challenge. It's a challenge for the growers, it's a challenge for us scientists as well to help them. But also, it's so important globally, just the food source itself. And I think we can feel so strong and feel really passionate about the crop just because of how important it is and how nutritional it is.